And then there was one more thing to do tonight. What better way to end day one of Limeade 3.0 with a Metal Gear Solid race? This time, the any percent easy variety, a much shorter run. A lot of it's going to be determined by RNG with the PAL card, the Boba skip, and whatnot. I am DLimes13. Carigss and Vermillion are two fantastic runners. It should be a fantastic show. So I will get them on their way, and we will get this run going. Place your bets, see who wins. Maybe win some channel points, who knows? And away they go. So, they're going to be doing the any percent category, as I said. So we're basically not doing any boss fights until we get to Raven. We're going to be skipping a huge chunk of the game at the start with the event glitch. But first, we're going to be farming some alerts here in the docks. We want to farm alerts in the docks in order to manipulate PAL RNG later on. We don't want to deal with the rats, so we need at least 10 alerts by the time we get to the PAL key sequence. And since we have 2 minutes to kill here in the docks, I mean, what better place to get your alerts up than in the docks themselves? While these guys farm the alert, I want to thank Solid Tony for the resub for 10 months. That sub will go directly to UnderwaterSmoking, so another $2.50, because that's my cut. Yeah, appreciate that. But I just want to say you guys have absolutely smashed it today with getting to the $500 goal already. We had to up it to 600 just to make another goal, because you guys have just been so awesome, so generous. So thank you guys so much. So these guys are playing on the PC port of the game, which offers fantastic loads, lots of things you can do with weapons hotkeys and breaking the game and stuff like that, which you will see a lot of here in this run. And you typically want to stop farming your alerts by the time the Jeremy Blaustein credit pops up, because if you're in an alert or an evasion phase, by the time the elevator is scheduled to come down, it'll actually delay the elevator coming down until it clears. So if you get 6 alerts or so during this section, that's fine. You could get up to 9, but it's not necessary at all. Alright, so these two are going to knock at a particular time to lure the guard off the elevator. And Carigss is on aboard safely. There is a small chance if you time that wrong, which I've done before, that the guard spots you, and that's just a bunch of time loss, because then you have to basically kill him. Alright, so the helipad here, they're going to get spotted intentionally, A, for an alert, and B, to pick up a weapon. You want to pick up a weapon because you run faster with any weapon equipped. And somewhat newer to this route, we're also going to pick up the stun grenades. Very important for later on to do another glitch after we leave the torture sequence. And we throw a stun here so we don't have to interact with this guard at all. Barring some catastrophe, there won't be much variance until we get out of the torture sequence. So it should be neck and neck throughout the first, 8 minutes or so. So place your bets now. It could literally go either way. These two are fantastic runners. While we do have a minute, I do want to say that we will be doing another session of Limeade tomorrow, kicking off at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Scheduled is Metal Gear Solid 3 by Raichu to kick things off, but we got a full day of action tomorrow, all kinds of stuff, Metal Gear games, non-Metal Gear games, a little bit of everything for everybody, so do come back tomorrow. Alright, so we're going to get out of the vent here, throw a chaff grenade at this box to distract a guard, and Craig's got a fast elevator there. So elevators can come at 2 different speeds. They can come in 2 presses, or they can come instantly in 1 press. That is RNG. You do the second press and it'll always come, but sometimes you get it on the 1 press, save a second and a half. Craig's got lucky there. So now we're going to do the first major glitch, is the event glitch. We're going to go prone halfway in the vent, look up, and then get up and press triangle at the same time. Going out of bounds at the level, and then we're going to touch the load zone on the other side of the torture door, and we have skipped Ocelot, Tank, Ninja, Mantis, and the first wolf fight just like that. So, first 20 minutes of the game, 25 minutes of the game, just skipped, gone. Thanks to the vent glitch. But now for the next few minutes, we're just going to sit here and wait to get out of torture. When we actually get into the torture sequence, we'll have the option to either submit to torture, which we will since it's faster, or we can actually try to save Meryl, which is somebody we've never met before, and go through various rounds of torture. Obviously, we're not going to do that in the name of speed. And it's very important to crawl under the bed here. If you don't crawl under the bed, then it will throw off Johnny's cycles, the guard, and he'll actually fall asleep, and you'll lose about 45 seconds if that doesn't happen. Basically, we want Johnny to spot us not visible, like that, and then it just resets his guard pattern and he doesn't fall asleep. And you'll notice that Carigss and Vermillion are doing punches at certain points. If Johnny sneezes, it is a little bit slower. And then if we do the punches, then it stops him from actually sneezing. Saves about a second each time, give or take. And we have a gift sub from Tony. Do VC get down? Thank you very much for that. Another sub to add to the tally.
You win.
Yeah, any bits, subs, donations will go towards the total. I've inserted all of the bits and subs into the total so far, except for the last 2 subs, so we're at basically 507.45. Getting there, getting closer to that 600 mark.
I'll have my fun with her. I hope you can.
So now that we've submitted the torture, we just basically get to wait another couple of minutes to get released from the cell. So, not a whole lot to be going on here. Just kind of chilling and relaxing. The sights and sounds of an old classic.
That witch. She took my clothes.
Yeah, for the torture sequence in the name of speed, you always want to submit to torture. You never want to mash through the torture. It's just unnecessary mashing for no reason at all, really. If you go through torture, you lose about 3 to 4 minutes. Yeah, you want to always subnut to the torture, as Buttspot says. Always subnut. We have a $30 donation from Raichu, who will be kicking off Day 2 tomorrow. We love you, US. Thank you very much, Raichu, for the 30. We do appreciate that. And don't worry, tomorrow, for those who like the Meryl ending, who wants to see the torture, who wants to see Meryl being saved, we will be having a glitchless speedrun of Metal Gear Solid performed by Bastion. We'll be doing it on Extreme, but doing the Meryl ending, so you'll get to see the alternate ending tomorrow. I know our friend Joseph Joestar 316 would like that very much. Alright, so now these guys are going to equip the ketchup. Johnny's going to spot them. Basically, we're faking our death here. We're going to get up at the right time, choke Johnny out, and then we're going to perform what's called the Volcanic Shuffle. Basically, we're going to alternate between 2 weapons as we approach our items, and we're just going to run out the door without putting our clothes on, basically, skipping that entire cutscene. Let's see if Carigss gets the proper lineup. Looks good. That should be good. That is easy. All in all, that saves about 5 seconds. Oh, and Vermilion did not get it. So if you have an improper angle, basically you have a limited amount of time before Snake actually turns around and goes back and puts on his clothes. So if you hit the item box too early, that can happen, or you get it at a bad angle, that can happen. So that's a big old rip. So the armory here, we throw the guard at the start, and then we throw the second guard by the door. Throw a stun grenade to knock everybody out, and then we just kind of got to hope and pray with this guard that he doesn't spot Carigss, and that was really good. That was a little scary, but that was really, really good. Because if he turns around and spots you again, you basically, it's chaotic. But both got up pretty cleanly, so not too bad. Alright, Carigss entering the canyon here. Taking a particular line to avoid claymore mines at the start, and you can see the tank has already been defeated. Because we did do that at some point. Collect these grenades here, very important. And now for the nuke building here, we're going to throw a stun grenade at a particular time. We're going to cause an alert. And this just saves a little bit of time rather than going around and waiting for a guard to turn and stuff like that. So as soon as he gets up, he approaches the guard. We're just going to gently throw him off the edge if you prefer. Carigss gets a fast elevator as well, so very good luck. And he's on his way. See if Vermilion can do the same thing. Might be a little late. Ooh, that was a little scary. It almost looked a little late. But that will work. Alright, Carigss has defeated Mantis clearly, or the bookshelf boss. But because we skipped all this stuff, you're still going to get your rank ups and whatnot eventually as you progress through these rooms, as if you completed the boss fights, but... So what Carigss is doing now, PSG-1 is the most important item in the PC port of this game. It basically gives us GME, or God Mode Exploit. Type in !GME in the chat if you want to learn more about that. Basically what we can do with it is if we press 0 for one of our weapons hotkeys and then any other weapon, which is our number row, typically 9 is chaff, that's what we use, we can go into God Mode. We can be invincible, we can break certain triggers, we can skip certain things, all because of the help of the PSG-1. Now Carigss threw a grenade to skip a cutscene and get the alert early, and now we're going to be going to the boba skip. We're going to throw stun grenades on floor 5 and floor 8 to prevent the guards behind from getting too close, and then we're going to line up at the frozen door, have a grenade in our hand, try to take damage, and get a certain animation that knocks us back and we can clip the load zone, skipping the rest of this climb, the rappel, and guards won't spawn on the walkway either. This is really the first variable of any percent racing, and Carigss gets it first try. That is incredible stuff. Very, very good stuff. Vermilion really needs a first try boba here. Pick up that stun, or that stinger launcher for later. And using this glitch, we just skip the hind. If we half lean into the trigger like that, then Wolf won't actually hit us, saving 2.5 seconds. Vermilion's having a lot of trouble with boba. He's in deep, deep trouble. Carigss is just flying, skipping Wolf 2 with the shuffle glitch, as demonstrated earlier. He's already in the blast furnace. Vermilion is in deep, deep trouble. You hate to see it. You really hate to see it. Like, you have to have grenades. Like, you're not... you might as well just take a death. Like... Oh, this is so bad. Like, I don't even know. Like... Oh, he needs to take a death and start over. Like, it would have been faster at this point. Like, Verm, please. Oh my god. He's got chaff grenades. Okay, he's got time to line himself up. Oh my god, wow. Okay, weird. That's probably GG. Like, oh man. You hate to see it, honestly, but that is the nature, that is the nature of any percent. That can happen at Boba. Like, you can just have all the bad luck in the world. Now he's having trouble getting through the door. Ooh, man. Carigss has the better PB of the two, but not by a whole lot. It's probably less than 30 seconds. But it's just bad luck. Like, it's nothing. It's not really Vermillion's fault. It's just bad luck. Now Vermillion's going to go into GME again. He's going to just walk through the wall down to the second floor of the blast furnace. He'll go to his cargo elevator fight, go into GME. Punch, kick some guards off the elevator, as you saw Carigss do earlier during all the chaos. Meanwhile, Carigss is actually going to fight his first boss fight, which is Raven. We're just going to throw grenades in his face. He can't hit us worth a damn. I mean, not all hope is lost. There could, I mean, Carigss could screw up the Palki sequence. Like, there's opportunities, but that is such a major time loss. It's just going to be extremely hard to come back from that. But that's the nature of any percent speedrunning. It's always going to come down to some sort of RNG, and it just happened to be Boba. Carigss is on a really good run, though. Yeah, if he has any chance at a potential PB, he would definitely need a really good Palki coming up. So with the Palki sequence, like you said at the beginning, we need at least 10 alerts going in, which I'm sure these guys have. And the Palki is going to spawn in one of 7 positions. You can type in !PAL in the chat to learn more and get a map of the PAL map. But basically, we want Palki number 6. Palki number 7 is the worst, but if you get Palki number 3, 4, 5, or 6, it's generally a pretty good position, pretty good spawn. Alright, let's see how Verm does with his Raven. It's a short grenade. Might require an extra grenade. Nope, he's fine. Alright, Carigss on his way to retrieve his Palki. So, pick a number between 1 and 7 and put it in the chat. 6 is the best, 7 is the worst. What Palki is Carigss gonna get? What Palki is he gonna get? Rebellion out of Raven, going into the underground base. He'll be getting his Palki very soon. Alright, what are we gonna get here? What are we gonna get here? Nope. Oh, that's second best key. PAL 5. PAL 5, and he didn't pick up the bomb either, which there's a bomb that spawns in the drainage ditch. If you pick that up, you have to throw it away, loses about 3 seconds. But yeah, that is almost as good as it gets for Carigss. He's on potential PB pace, for sure. Five is nut. And now Carigss is just going to follow the Palki sequence. Insert the first Palki at room temperature. He's going to go back where he fought Raven to cool the key, and then go back to the blast furnace to heat the key. So, not a whole lot going on here for the next little while. Carigss doing the shuffle to avoid being stopped by the alert, because if you get alerted, even though you exit the room where the PAL key is, the game likes to hold you for a second. So if you do the shuffle as you're getting the alert, Thank will continue his momentum and then just bypass and go to the next load zone. Right, Joe, I'm gonna ban you. Like, I'm gonna ban you before your run tomorrow with that stuff. Oh. What a funny man. What a funny man. Right through the old fart. Alright, what's Verm gonna get? Did he miss Godkey? Thought he was a little high for PAL 6. Oh, he got bombed. He has to throw away that bomb. This is either PAL 7 or he missed the God Key because of positioning. I think it's PAL 7. I think this is the worst possible PAL key. Yep, he got PAL 7. Literally the worst key. Man, bad luck Verm. Just everything going wrong. Literally everything going wrong. Tough luck. Alright, like I said, not a whole lot going on here for the next few minutes. I'm going to rest my voice for maybe 3 minutes or so. Enjoy the sights and sounds. Alright, looks like Cariggs has not messed up anything yet, so the lead is still very much in hand. Barring a crash, a catastrophe, or whatever. This PC port can be a little finicky at times. It can crash, it can do spontaneous things, so I mean not that I want something to happen, but you could have a crash, and if that happens, that could bring Vermillion back into play. Who knows? It ain't over until you see that score screen. Alright, Verm making his way back to heat his key. Penalty if you don't heat the key properly, you're looking at about 5 minutes or so. You end up leaving the blast furnace too early. Oh, and that's a punch kick by Vermillion. No, you don't want to punch kick a ladder. That's what we call in the business time loss. Don't want to do that. That is very bad. But if you leave early heating the key, which you have to stay in that room wherever you're heating or cooling the key for at least 61 seconds, like a 5-minute penalty because you go all the way back to the terminal and it's not the right shape and you're just going to feel like a really, really sad person. Alright, so what you're going to see Carigss do is go back basically to the start of the room. Let the door close so it resets the state of the room. He's going to GME and he'll be able to just walk through stuff and just drop to the bottom. It's useful to grab these stun grenades, or the stinger missiles, chaff grenades, and there's some stun grenades down here too. There's a stinger pack normally outside Rex's lair that we would have to grab to complete Rex. By not having to grab that pack, we save about a half a second or so by doing that. We're already waiting in here anyway, so we might as well do something productive. Alright. Carigss is out. Hopefully he didn't screw up the key. And Vermillion's going to be heating up his good old PAL key next. Alright, so I've just added the latest subs to the donation total, so we're now $62.55 away from the $600 goal. Good work, good stuff. Very decent indeed. It's got to be a helpless feeling just waiting there as you know your opponent is just flying along and you just have to wait for the stupid PAL key to change shape. It's a terrible feeling when you're in that situation. Just have to sit there and wait, Nothing you can do. And then the lead just feels like it's growing, but that's a boba for you. And PAL 7. You got PAL 7. So. Just has bad luck. But Verm generally can be bad luck. Like, if you ever have done channel points bets with him, never bet what he bets because he's pretty bad luck when it comes to channel point bets, usually. So if you want to win at your channel point bet, never bet what he bets. Alright, we enter endgame for Carigss. He did not screw up the PAL key, so he is good. We're going to call Otacon here, well, so we can get let out. And then we're going to look in first-person view here. When the camera changes, that means the codec call is coming in, and you can answer the codec call much earlier. If you do that, you save exactly 1 frame, and that was found by Apache Smash. And now we enter the Rex fight. So we have to deal 12 total shots on Rex, 6 in the first phase, 6 in the second phase. Go into GME, that way we don't take any damage, and we just basically time out our shots. Rex has iframes for about a second or so. We just fire and shoot at a certain rhythm. And that's a standard phase 1.
In front of you, I can finally die. After Zanzibar, I was taken from the battle. Neither truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon it will finally end.
Alright, phase 2 for Carigss. GME, move forward and just do the same thing. 6 more shots. Oh, that's a miss. Got plenty of ammo, so no worries there. And because he was a little too far away, Rex dipped backwards. But decent awareness, not too bad. Liquid fist fight. It would take a miraculous effort.
You might still be able to save her.
By effort, I mean a screw-up of a lifetime for Vermillion to catch up at this point. But Carigss is going to be going for the infinite. He typically does a 0-throw setup, which is a very difficult setup. Basically, we're going to go towards him to the left, circle back to the right, and just start punching him at a certain rhythm.
Have at you, Snake.
Alright, here we go. That's iffy positioning. Alright, he should have it as long as he keeps the rhythm. Oh, 1 punch too early. Oh, that is bad. It's going to be minimal time loss, but it's still it's time loss nonetheless. That might get rid of his PB chances, though. He lost about 12 seconds there.
I'll drive.
So his PB, I think, is a 50 or a 35-19. So if he's within 12 seconds of that, he's going to be kicking himself.
I got him. Let's go.
Otherwise, this has been a really, really good run by Carigss. Like, really good run. Good pal lock. First try Boba. Now onto the escape sequence. We're going to have 2 guards here with checkpoints where we're going to shoot the barrels on the first checkpoint and then shoot 3 guards on the second checkpoint. And then for the liquid phase at the end, we have to deal 15 total shots on him. There's 4 different phases. Oh, he got trolled by the barrel. Oh, that's another second lost. Vermillion working on his Rex. Four shots on each guard kills the guard on easy. Okay, so not too bad. Decent checkpoint too. So now he has to deal his 15 shots on liquid here.
Not yet, Snake. It's not over yet. Liquid.
Good transition shot. Transitioning into the next phase. Got an extra shot off. Trying to go for some frame perfect shots here. Vermillion dealing with his liquid, doing a 2-throw setup. There might have been 1 throw I didn't actually see. It looks like he's got a handle on liquid, and he doesn't. He drops it, so you hate to see it. Yeah, this is a what could have been run for Cariggs. Like, put 13 seconds back on the clock after this run finishes. Like, man, it could have been really good.
Snake, look, daylight. Hold on. Snake.
And his time is coming up at the score screen. And he might still PB, actually. This is going to be very close. Oh, 2 seconds off of PB. He would have PB'd by a lot if it wasn't for liquid. It would have been like a 35.08, 35.09, somewhere in that area. Man. Man, that's a very good showing, though. It's a very good showing. Not bad in a race. So, let's see Vermillion finish up his.
Man, good job, Snake. Let's go. Snake! Here they go. Damn, we can't get through. Snake, you gotta clear a path. You did it, Snake! Not yet, Snake! It's not over yet! Liquid!
Alright, 15 shots to liquid. Alright, just wrapping up now.
Snake, look, daylight! Hold on!
And coming up on time for Vermillion here. GG to both runners. And that's time at 37:38. So just some bad luck for Vermillion, but it is what it is. It's the name of the game.
A run.
Oh my, yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, GG's, dude.
GG's, bro.
Ah,
I
that's
cannot believe that's ever happened. That's never happened to me before.
Cariggs should have PB'd by a mile if not for liquid.
Are you
I
messing
was too
liquid?
impatient on liquid. I punched him, PPK'd him just too soon. He hung off the edge.
He would have had
I
a
had to chase him around for a
35.
bit.
He would have had a 35 OX.
That's hype, actually.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I lost like 12 seconds.
Yep.
In that fight. So, yeah. And then
that's
sloppy
unfortunate.
escape too.
Yeah.
I missed a few. So
So, but that
Man,
it
it was
was
close.
you had very good luck. First try Boba, Palkey 5, Verm got
Oh my
Palkey'd 7, Boba of a lifetime for the worst.
Boba 20. Boba
Yeah,
20.
Boba 20. Like, oh, what was that? Like, you should
I
have.
thought I was messing up.
You should
I
have
thought I was
just
messing up.
no. You should have just took death and start over, man. Like, you're in that situation. No, just eat it.
That was horrible. I was like, wait, am I
Oh.
messing up the positioning? And I was like, there's no way I'm messing up the positioning.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was just, I flipped the coin like 20 times. It got tails like 19 times.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
But
Like at that point, I was like, well, it sucks, but that's the game we play,
yeah, that's true. That's true. But
And then I got 7. And I was like, you know what? this game hates me right now.
still a good showing by both of you guys. Shame on Cariggs for being that close to a PB, but I mean, maybe he'll grind some more and get that PB. So,
I will.
but
Man, well ran, bro. It's hype.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
GG's.
GG, bro.
Any other parting words before we wrap this thing up for the night?
Fuck Boba. No,
Well,
I'm just
thanks to
kidding.
everybody who watched, and we'll see y'all again tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
we got a good lineup tomorrow. We got lots more, another 10 or 11 hours worth of stuff, Metal Gear, non-Metal Gear stuff, Trackmania and whatnot. It'd be a fun time tomorrow. So we'll leave the goal where it's at. We get to $600. We've already smashed our first goal, and it's all thanks to you guys. So for that, I'm going to sign off for now. We're going to try to find somebody to raid. I haven't found anybody yet, but we'll try to raid somebody at least. If anybody's got ideas, feel free. But yeah, have a good night, everybody. We'll leave you to some classy music at the intermission screen, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.